Take sound. Stand by, Chris is shot.
News 9
White Mike Q,
Right now at 4 o'clock, breaking news this morning as police bring a group of chase suspects into custody and more.
Roll B, white sound change.
Yeah, that's good.
Plus, the investigation underway after a suspect who led police on a chase is shot and killed by officers. And all eyes on the Michael Bauer murder trial as his brother gears up to take the witness stand.
Joining
us this morning on Grant Hermsky with Robin Case. Robin, a perfect weekend and a great start for a week.
It really was really nice. It was warm, but it wasn't humid outside. It had a lot of sunshine. We're going to start the week off with the chance of maybe a sprinkle or two on Next Gen Live Radar. We'll be tracking that.
Okay,
a very
D,
weak system,
put you at the
trying
circ.
to squeeze out a very light shower. You can see that development in the north and moving into the central part of the state. Overall, most of us are going to be looking at a lot of sunshine as we get closer into the afternoon hours. Those skies really clearing on out, and we're looking at a lot of sunshine. Again, mainly toward the second half of your day. It's a warm start, 66. But the good news is winds are currently calm. Not a lot going on across Oklahoma and Oklahoma City. So a sprinkle, that'll be the opportunity outside around 8 a.m. But overall, mostly sunny day. Winds picking up out of the south direction, and we'll be heating things up. It's going to feel like summer for the first full week of May. Details to come.
Roll D.
All right, thanks, Robin.
Okay.
We do start with breaking news this morning as police bring a group of chase suspects into custody. Our Chris Gilmore is on the scene and more with the information. Chris, good morning.
And take Kean, enemy.
Good morning, Grant. We're at Northwest 9th Street and more where that chase ended, and both suspects were taken into custody, but it began all the way over in Oklahoma City near
put the
104th and Santa Fe, but you can see the area now where this chase ended in a drainage ditch here. That's where the suspects ditched the vehicle that they were in and tried to escape in this canal-type drainage ditch here until they were ultimately caught by
to LCD-7 with Router 1 Sylvia.
From what I was told by the lieutenant here on scene, that stolen vehicle was out of Midwest City that those suspects were in. There was also a lot of materials that were stolen from inside the vehicle. Again, it started with a traffic stop in Oklahoma City and led to about a mile-long chase here to Northwest 9th and Santa Fe until those suspects bailed out of the vehicle, and they are now all in police custody. We'll get more information on them later this morning.
Jib's fine, just stand by, C to 3, here we are. Roll C, Q, start to move 3.
A rape suspect tracked down by federal marshals in North Carolina is back in Oklahoma.
And resolve, stand by Router 1,
with his charges and when he's set to appear in court. Sylvia,
and resolve, can
Donnell Daly is one of two people accused of a violent home invasion back in February. Both of them now sit in the Oklahoma County Jail. Extradited Friday, Donnell Daly is now behind bars, being held on 2 counts of first-degree rape and 1 count of forcible oral sodomy. Police think Daly and Martin, armed with guns, forced their way into an apartment, shot a man, and raped a woman. Martin was arrested on a number of complaints such as rape, kidnapping, shooting with intent to kill, and drug possession. Now, the U.S. Marshals tracked Daly all the way to North Carolina, where he had been hiding out. He's expected to return to court to be formally charged on May 10th. Live on the scene on the story from the Oklahoma County Jail, Sylvia Courtkill.
Roll A, sound, and take. And gunshots, and
a suspect is shot and killed by officers after leading police on a chase in Seminole County. Police said the suspect was seen beating a woman in his truck near Prague and took off after police tried to arrest him. Officers eventually knocked his vehicle off the road. After negotiations fell through, the man pointed a gun at officers and they opened fire.
Roll B, sound, and white, bang.
I heard the sirens, and then after that,
whatever's the out, lose it.
Probably 45 minutes later,
heard somebody Grant's mic,
bunch of popping.
Gunfire or whatever.
So, I guess that was gunfire or whatever.
Mike Q, stand by A.
The OSBI is now investigating this deadly shooting. The suspect's name has not been released. 4 people were injured following a shooting at a party in Stillwater. This happened near the White Barn Pavilion Event Center early Saturday morning. Police say a fight escalated and shots were fired in the parking lot. The 4 people who were injured will be okay. We are working to find out more about the shooter a little later today.
And take. Stand by.
A Metro man steps in and tries to save his friend as she is being attacked by 4 dogs.
Roll A, sound, and take. Key and enemy Roosevelt.
One with the stick and it broke over him. Then
lose it. Stand by Grant.
Phase him and all.
Help any either is the out.
I went back down there and got to hitting. And that didn't help any either.
Mike Q, enemy.
Roosevelt Alford heard his friend screaming for help just outside of his home in Northeast 29th and Lindsay. He hit them with a bat, trying to stop them. Police then shot and killed one of the dogs. Animal control took over the other 3. Alfred suffered bites and a broken arm. The woman was taken to the hospital in critical condition.
Roll C. Roll A.
Happening today, we expect to receive body camera video of a deadly officer-involved shooting from March.
Next. A little tighter on 3, please.
The video shows their encounter with Jason Burt.
There.
Police say an officer fired at Burt after he refused to drop a knife, and that he was attacking a woman.
Enemy, take.
Robert Bever will take the witness stand today in the murder trial of his brother Michael. Robert is already serving multiple life sentences without parole for killing his parents.
There's one full screen next for 13.
Last week he took responsibility for the Broken Arrow murders, saying he does not remember seeing Michael holding a knife. Robert also talked about wanting to go on a killing spree that would rival Columbine. Kidnapping suspect from Purcell is expected in court this week. It took 2 weeks, but deputies eventually caught up with Floyd Ball Jr. near Chicago. Ball is accused of threatening his ex-girlfriend Joanna Higgins with a knife, then kidnapping her from the subway where she was working. Deputies say Higgins was hurt when they rescued
Roll
her.
D and take the max.
Just past 4:06 here on Monday morning. Take a look at your traffic. This is a live look at
Purcell isn't such a good place to live. See the 2.
And they're overlooking I-44 and I-40. You see we got a few folks making their way there.
Let's see. We've had a kidnapping. We've had
take a look at their drive times
either storm, wind damage, or
from I-44 to I-40, a 5-minute drive for you. On I-44 from I-40 to the airport, a 4-minute drive for you.
Stand by C, stand by 2.
Parkway from the Turnpike to I-44, 7 minutes on our Monday morning.
Roll C. And start to move 2 to stand by A.
Rudy Giuliani says President Trump does not have to cooperate with Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. Giuliani was speaking in his new role as a member of Trump's legal team.
There's your graphic.
He said the president would not have to comply with the subpoena and could also refuse to answer questions by asserting his Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination.
Start to move. Take 2.
At least 26 homes have now been destroyed by Hawaii's Kilauea volcano, and scientists say there's no indication the eruptions are slowing down. Authorities have evacuated more than 1,700 people, many of whom are terrified they will never get to go home again. John Schumer.
Roll C. And roll A takes an enemy lava flow.
From the air, you can watch the lava flows.
Let's skip Amber. It looks like it's really quick.
The houses and then slowly consume them. Amber Makuakane is
go ahead and change this to the latest.
Videos of their homes disappear.
Let's see.
My son asks, "Mommy, can we go home?"
Yeah.
More than 1,700 people have been evacuated since hundreds of earthquakes started rocking the Big Island last week, and at least 11 volcanic fissures spontaneously opened up. Some lava flows are creeping through neighborhoods.
Here comes Sam.
Some
it's a little quick too.
Boil, others spewing 200 feet into the air.
It's like a Goliath, like
a
roaring jet engine.
Letting people eat down to Miley Street only. Get your belongings and get back out.
Some families have been allowed back in, cramming as many clothes and keepsakes that can fit into their cars.
If we get to go a second load, then we'll pick things that maybe would make our life more comfortable. Well, right now we're living out of a backpack.
Many evacuated residents are frustrated by the long lines to get back into their homes, but there's a concern lava will cover more roads and trap people inside.
The prognosis is for this to continue. We see no slowdown in activity.
Lava has spread nearly 400,000 square feet surrounding the most active
Ready, 3?
John Schumo, CBS News, New York.
Thank you.
Scientists said the lava's flow is unpredictable, saying it is starting to slow some in areas and intensifying in others.
And take.
Severe storms ran through Arkansas and leave close to 2,000 people without power, even the 911 call center in Arkansas County. Trees fell on at least 3 homes. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported so far.
And take.
I'm also guilty of talking about our weather, Rob, because it's been so nice this last weekend, and like really almost nothing in sight for us except for this morning.
Yeah, this morning we could see a sprinkle or two, maybe a little bit of drizzle activity, but overall we are looking at another gorgeous day in store once we get past this very weak disturbance. Again, you may see a sprinkle on your windshield during your morning hours, but overall it's going to be a very nice day. It's going to feel summer-like outside this morning, already 66 degrees. Winds are currently calm. That humidity sits at 68%. That summer heat building on into the forecast as we go hour by hour today. Again, a good amount of clouds out throughout the morning hours may produce a sprinkle or two, but overall it's going to be a really nice day. 84 at lunchtime and then 87 for your forecasted high today. So the summer heat building on in. Could we see our first round of 90s here in Oklahoma City? And how about storm chances? I've got all that and more in your weather full forecast coming up after the break.
And thank you.
All right, thanks, Robin. Coming up on News 9 this morning, one man's mission to teach gun safety to kids. Plus, a Mustang police officer stops to shoot some hoops with some neighborhood kids. And a dramatic video from a Carnival cruise ship as hallways fill with water.
And roll the brake. And are you taking Carnival, Jessica? Are you taking Carnival cruise? Okay. And here we are. And Roll C and animate Q.
A study from the Journal of Pediatrics reports gunshot wounds are now the third leading cause of death for children. But one man says he's on a mission to change
Roll
that.
A sound and take stand by
Make sure
Richard
that
if he
we
pops
don't
up.
see the tragic accidents that sometimes occur when kids that don't understand the basic rules of firearm safety get a hold of guns, playing with them, and bad things happen.
Mike, you can't animate.
Coventry teaches a gun safety class for kids, pairing them with adults for target practice. He says his goal is to get enough kids involved to form a shooting team.
Flight change.
And caught on camera, a dash cam video shows the moment a car, right there, swerves into a self-driving Waymo minivan in Arizona. Officers say the car was driving in the opposite direction and then swerved into the self-driving car's lane. The Google-owned company says their mission is safety. The Waymo van had a test driver in the driver's seat, but injuries were only minor.
Animate take.
Economists say consumer home buying plans are at an all-time high this season, but rising prices make it difficult for some home buyers, and some are turning to an investment company called Unison for help with hefty down payments.
Roll A sound and take
cash in a transaction that can be used to better qualify for a loan, have a stronger offer, get a fourth bedroom instead of a three-bedroom.
Mike key and animate
investment.
investment.
By offering to match home buyers down payment to help reduce monthly mortgages.
23.
In return, Unison gets 35% of any increase in property value when the homeowner sells. Unison says buyers must go through a detailed training before they can take part.
Roll C and roll A.
A video here of rushing water filling a Carnival cruise ship reminded some of the eerie scenes from the movie Titanic. The cruise line says a burst pipe caused 50 staterooms to flood. Within 6 hours, crews managed to get the flooding under control. Passengers received a full refund and 50% off any future cruise. Carnival says the water break had no effect on the safety operations of the ship.
Roll B, wipe sound, change it.
3,
stand by Mike, somebody to put that back.
0.
Mike Q.
Well, a countdown for history as the first mission to Mars launched from the West Coast over the weekend. NASA's InSight spacecraft is now on a voyage of around 6 months to Mars to help study the deep red planet.
Roll A sound and
you could see like a lot of orange flare right off the back of that thing. And I was glad I wasn't snoozing because it was right on time.
Mike Q, animate
the ship is decked out with instruments to give Mars its first real checkup. A seismometer will detect Mars quakes, and a probe allows the flow of heat from the planet's interior to be monitored. I don't know, Rob, people are talking about then taking trips to Mars. Would you do that?
No, you know, I was born on Earth, and I think I'm going to stay on Earth.
Stay an Earthling. That's what the deal is. Got it.
I don't think I have it in me. What about you, Grant?
Not a lot of weather on Mars, is there?
No.
I don't think so.
Actually, yes, there is. Space weather.
No,
There's
space weather.
Such a thing as space weather. But you know what? Our weather here, it's been out of this world. Amazing, right? You know, great weekend. Couldn't ask for better. All right, well, we do have a little bit of a disturbance that's sparking off a few sprinkles, drizzle activity outside this morning in northern, pushing
Robin
to the
will not join the
southeast, and that's
desk.
where we're going to see chances. A good chunk of the state. You may see a drizzle, light rain shower outside this morning on your windshield as you go throughout the morning hours, but that's about it. Not expecting anything major. As a good amount of clouds are going to be hanging out right now. We are dry in Oklahoma City. 66 degrees is your current temperature. Winds, they are calm, very light winds to start off the morning. And temperature-wise,
I think I have everything,
Hunter, but I need to double check. It feels pretty nice outside. Most of us in the mid to upper 60s, a few upper 50s. Right now, 59 in Ardmore, 59 in Stillwater. the rest of us are hanging out in the 60s. A little closer look to parts of the metro out west, 58 in Piedmont right now. Good morning to you. 57 El Reno, 62 Midwest City, 65 in Edmond. As we go hour by hour this morning, we will be looking at temperatures starting out really warm in the upper 60s, a few low 70s, quickly jumping into the forecast by mid-morning, and then we'll be in the mid-80s by this afternoon for your lunch hour, 84 here in Oklahoma City. Notice, again, a sprinkle, that's going to be a possibility outside this morning. Overall, early shot of rain. It's going to quickly dwindle as skies are clearing out, high pressure is back in control, and we'll see a mostly sunny sky as we'll be heating things up. 87 for your forecasted high today, flirting near 90. Folks out west, you've already hit 90 for a lot of western and southwestern Oklahoma, but here in Oklahoma City, we have yet to reach that 90-degree mark, and our average first full day of 90 will be around May 6th. So yesterday, typically our average first 90. The last 3 years, though, it's kind of been late and early. Look at this, 2017, it was early. March 20th was our first 90-degree day last year. And then back in 2015, we didn't see a 90-degree day until all the way June 4th. So again, on average, May 6th seems to be that date. We're gonna flirt near 90 for this week. We could do it with these temperatures just close enough in the upper 80s. Basically, the entire week ahead, it will feel like summer. Not only will that heat be building in, but that humidity will be returning as well. This weekend was so nice because we didn't really have any of that humidity, but we will see an increase in moisture, so increasing those dew points and the humidity feel as we go throughout the week ahead. So right now, again, a weak disturbance, a light sprinkle with some of those clouds kind of moving in from the north, but that's about it. The skies will become mostly sunny for today. You'll notice more clouds building in by tomorrow, partly sunny. A warm front will lift back across the state, and that'll spark off late in the evening some shower and thunderstorm activity, mainly to the north, just a slim chance here in Oklahoma City, and then overnight we'll continue those chances into early on Wednesday.
And remember, she is not going to the
across
desk.
the state, but overall not
We'll be at
looking
the
at a
C
big
to this
drop in
one
those
after this.
temperatures, and not looking at a lot of rainfall either for Oklahoma with this next system. So not going to be a rainmaker. Best chance will be for folks off to the north. Next couple of days, it's all about the upper 80s to low 90s across the state, and that fairway forecast looking pretty nice. It's going to be a hot one, so make sure to have plenty of water if you're going to be outside for the week ahead. Back to you,
What?
Grant.
Roll C.
All right, thanks, Robin.
Enemy this one.
And News 9 is partnered with Bedford Camera and Video for a Mother's
I don't think we were
Day
supposed to see
giveaway.
that severe
We're asking
weather
you guys
thing.
to submit a picture of
Two
the
for the
mom in
T's.
your life. One person will win a Canon camera. 2 other winners will get a Bedford
Ready
gift card.
to?
Just go to news9.com/mom and upload your picture.
Okay, music.
Still ahead, Baker Mayfield survives his first practice as a pro football player. Plus, the Mustang officer
stand by
that showed
master.
off his skills on a neighborhood court.
And roll the brake. And fade. And roll D. And take you. Some of the max.
Welcome back. 4:24
And
on the dot here on a Monday morning, taking a live look out of our Aircheck Sky
Okay,
cam.
C to 3.
This is our northern cam. We'll be looking I-35 at Tecumseh, just south of the metro there. Folks seem to be running smoothly at this early hour. Let's take a look at the drive times. Everybody in the green. I-35 from Norman to I-240, 11 minutes for you. On I-240 from I-35 to I-40, a 12-minute drive for you. And on I-40 from East Midwest City to I-35, a 10-minute drive for you.
Roll C. Start to move 3.
Caught on camera, a Mustang police officer added to his highlight dunk reel.
Roll A sound and take in enemy call on camera. Somebody Mike.
Not bad for a short guy.
Like you.
Not bad
Change
for
it.
a short guy. Don't get this man a contract. Courtney
Wipe and
Charles
change the
posted the
B full
video of
sound
Officer
for
Connolly
another call
showing
on
off his
camera.
vertical on Facebook. She says her kids were out playing and Connolly drove by and thought he should join them.
Roll B. Wipe sound change.
We out here. We dope. Bang, bang. What we talking about? What we doing it? Bang, bang.
My cue.
Russell Westbrook and Paula George spent a little time bonding over
See
the
the 3
weekend.
next.
The duo went paintballing. Maybe this is Russ's efforts to keep PG in Oklahoma City. George did go on the record in his
Stand by
exit
C,
interview
stand by
saying
3.
he'd like to stay a part of the Thunder. Free agency starts July 1st, so Russ does have some time to convince him to
Roll
stay.
C. And start to move 3.
Baker Mayfield's
Oh, did you ask
first
about
and
this full
last
screen?
rookie minicamp is
Stand by
over.
April
He got
sound.
the chance to work with his first-year counterparts,
that,
even
no,
those that cut his season.
Roll A sound and take in enemy Baker.
It's good now.
Oh, okay. Lose it.
I think it's some sick joke.
It's not a problem, out.
No, but he's a great guy, and like I said yesterday, we're team-oriented, so it's not a problem.
Mike, you
he's talking about the guy there to his right, Nick Chubb. Chubb is a
wipe and change the B full sound
for
page
Bulldogs,
34.
was drafted by the Browns in the second round, becoming Baker's new teammate.
Stand by B.
Baker now looks ahead to July when training camp begins, allowing Mayfield to practice with all of his new teammates.
Roll B, wipe, sound change.
You know, man, my biggest wish right now is I wish you see it, you know, but...
Lose it, thank you. Last element, Jesus dead, send my full screen.
You know, getting to this point and, you know, continue to make sure that I carry on his legacy.
Mike, you animate.
Former Sooner Orlando Brown Jr. wrapped up his rookie minicamp
Jesus
as well.
next on 3, last element's dead, just VLNA only.
Offensive line.
Ready, 3.
He was also wearing number 78, which his late father wore during his time.
Take, music.
Head on News 9 firefighters from the U.S.
Roll A, white, can animate, stand by master, stand here. And roll the brake, and fade. Come on, Grant, read. And roll D, and take sound, semi A.
On the scene, on the story, News 9.
Roll A, wipe my cue, can animate.
Right now at 4:30, breaking news this morning as police bring a group of chase suspects into custody.
Roll B, wipe sound change.
Yeah, that's good.
My cue,
Plus,
semi
the
A.
investigation underway after a suspect who leads police on a chase is shot and killed by officers.
Change.
And all
semi
eyes
3
on
on
the Michael
Grant.
Bever murder trial as his brother is gearing up to take the witness
Such move.
stand. Good morning, I'm Grant.
Animate
Thanks for
Grant.
joining us. Let's get a quick check on our weather to start here, Robin. It was a great weekend and a great start to the week ahead of us.
Yeah, you know what, Grant? I'm a little tired. I spent so much time out in the sun, but sometimes being out in the sun can make you sleepy. So extra cup of coffee this morning, not a bad idea. Well, good morning, everyone. We will see the sunshine once again for today, but that'll mainly be as we go throughout late morning, as we'll clear out those clouds throughout the morning hours. And right now, on Storm Shield, we're picking up on a little bit of drizzle activity, a little bit of drizzle, some sprinkles.
That's what I thought.
That's not out of the question for most of the central and southeastern portions
when you said
of the
Michael
state,
started panning, I thought Michael was with Sylvia.
Tries to make its way from the north and track to the south, southeast. So here in Oklahoma City for your morning drive, may notice a few drops of water on your windshield outside this morning, but that's about it. We'll hold on to a mostly cloudy sky that'll clear out as we go throughout the morning hours, and that'll dwindle our rain chances on top of that. So 66 is your temperature outside, feeling very nice and warm. That's going to be the case. Summer heat builds on in, could see any 90s, and with the summer heat, can you see any storm chances? Those details ahead.
Roll D.
All right, thanks, Robin. Take. We do start with breaking news as police bring a group of chase suspects into custody.
And
Chris
take.
Gilmore is on the scene and more with more
full.
information. Chris, good morning.
And take, Yami. We have VO this
Good
time.
morning, Grant. This is Northwest 9th in Santa Fe and more.
Here.
The scene of where this chase ended. I want to show you exactly where the suspects decided to bail out, though, before they were eventually captured by police. This drainage ditch was their great escape plan after they ditched the stolen vehicle they were driving up on Northwest 9th behind me. Now, this all started with an attempted traffic stop over in Oklahoma City.
I was waiting for him to pan because that was the same shot.
That led to about a mile chase after the individuals in the car refused to stop for officers. That's when police discovered that the vehicle that the individuals were driving was stolen out of Midwest City. Now, eventually, they did ditch the vehicle here in this neighborhood at Northwest 9th in Santa Fe, and police discovered that they were looking for 2 teenage black males that I've recently learned are both juveniles. Now, they were able to get away for a little bit from officers before they deployed their canines, but now they're on their way back to police headquarters. The message that police wanted to send to the public, though, is to be sure to lock your doors. The vehicle that those teens were driving was unlocked out of Midwest City.
Here we are.
Reporting on the scene on the story and more.
Let's not show that. Roll C.
Chris, thank you.
Armed
suspect tracked down by federal marshals in North Carolina is back in Oklahoma. Our Sylvia Corcoran joins us with the charges and when he is sent to
stand by router 1 and the Zob. Can I? Let's try not to show that live shot.
Donnell Daly is one of 2 people accused of a violent home invasion back in February here in Oklahoma City. Both of them now sit inside the Oklahoma County Jail. Extradited Friday, Donnell Daly is now behind bars, being held on 2 counts of first-degree rape and 1 count of forcible oral sodomy. Police think Daly and an accomplice, Esteban Martin, armed with guns, forced their way into an apartment, shot a man, and raped a woman. Martin was arrested on a number of complaints such as rape, kidnapping, shooting with the intent to kill, and drug possession. Now, the U.S. Marshals tracked Daly all the way to North Carolina, where he had been hiding out. He's scheduled to appear back in court come May 10th. Live on the scene on the story from the Oklahoma County Jail, Sylvia Corcoran.
Rolling. Sound. Take. Bang, bang, bang.
A suspect is shot and killed by officers after leading police on a chase in Seminole County. Police said the suspect was seen beating a woman in his truck near Prague and took off after police tried to arrest him. Officers eventually knocked his vehicle off the road. After negotiations fell through, the man pointed a gun at officers and they opened fire.
Roby, sound, and wipe and kill.
I heard the sirens, and then after that,
lose it.
Probably
Gunfire
45 minutes later, heard just pop, 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 bunch of popping. So I guess that was gunfire or whatever.
Like you.
The OSBI is now investigating the deadly shooting. The suspect's name has not been released.
Yeah.
4 people were injured following a shooting at a party in Stillwater. This happened at the White Barn Pavilion Event Center yesterday morning. Police say a fight escalated and shots were fired in the parking lot. The 4 people who were injured will be okay. We are working to find out more about the shooter later today. A Metro man steps in and tries to save his friend as she's being attacked by 4 dogs.
Sound, and take in
I just hit one of them with the stick and it broke over him.
Lose it?
And
somebody's mic, somebody's banner.
So I got him back and got my bat.
Helping either.
I went back down there and got to hitting. And that didn't help any either.
Like you, and I made the banner. C to A for pre-pros next.
His home near Northeast 29th and Lindsay. He hit the dogs with a bat to try to stop them. Police then shot and killed one of the dogs. Animal control took the other 3. Alfred suffered bites and a broken arm. The woman was taken to the hospital in critical condition.
Roll
Happening today, we expect to receive body camera video of a deadly officer-involved shooting from March. Guthrie police say the video shows their encounter with Jason Burt. Police say an officer fired at Burt after he refused to drop a knife that he was attacking a woman with. Robert Bever will take the witness stand today in the murder trial of his brother Michael. Robert is already serving multiple life sentences without parole for killing his parents and 3 siblings. Last week, he took responsibility for the Broken Arrow murders, saying he does not remember seeing Michael holding a knife. Robert also talked about wanting to go on a killing spree that would rival Columbine. The kidnapping suspect from Purcell is expected in court this week. It took 2 weeks, but deputies eventually caught up with Floyd Ball Jr. near Chakota. Ball is accused of threatening his ex-girlfriend Joanna Higgins with a knife, then kidnapping her from the subway where she was working. Deputies say Higgins was hurt when they rescued his girlfriend. Just ahead of 4:37 here this morning.
Okay, 414 is dead. We're coming up to 415 next.
This is the Broadway extension out of our American Fidelity cam. Got a few folks out here this morning. Looks like they're running smooth. Let's take a look at drive times now. On I-235 from the Broadway extension to I-40, a 24-minute drive for you. On I-35 from North Edmond to I-44, a 6-minute drive for you. Same thing, 6 minutes if you're on Hefner Parkway from the Turnpike to I-44.
Switch move 2 and C to A for
at
a
least
package.
26 homes have now been destroyed by Hawaii's
That lady was up there,
volcano,
but we'd have to animate it in and out really quick.
The eruption will be slowing down. Authorities have evacuated more than 1,700 people, many of whom are terrified. They will never get to go home again. John Shermo,
Roll
the latest.
And roll A takes down, animate lava. Stand by amber really quick.
Flows in Hawaii's Leilani estates ignite the houses
amber.
and then slowly consume them. Amber Makuakane is among dozens who watch videos of their homes disappear.
Change it. Change it back.
More than 1,700 people have been evacuated since hundreds of earthquakes started rocking the Big Island last week, and at least 11 volcanic fissures spontaneously opened up. Some lava flows are creeping through neighborhoods. Some are at a slow boil, others spewing 200 feet into the air.
It's like a Goliath, like a roaring jet engine.
Letting people eat down to my street only.
Stephen's coming up.
Some families have been allowed back in, cramming as many clothes and keepsakes that can fit into their cars.
Stephen.
If we get to go a second load, then we'll pick things that maybe would make our life more comfortable. But right now, we're
Tina's next.
Many evacuated residents are frustrated by the long lines to get back into their homes, but there's a concern lava will cover more roads and trap people inside.
The prognosis is for this to continue. We see no slowdown in activity.
Lava has spread nearly 400,000 square feet surrounding the most active fissure.
Ready, 3?
John
Here we are.
CBS News, New York.
Take you.
Scientists say the lava flow is unpredictable, saying it's starting to slow in some areas
get Robin ready.
Intensifying
Rolling.
in others.
And take.
Back on the mainland, severe storms run through Arkansas and leave close to 2,000 people without power. Even the 911 call center in Arkansas County. Trees fell on at least 3 homes.
There she is.
Thankfully, no
some other
injuries
boxes.
were reported.
We'll see.
Switch it up and talk about our weather here a little bit, Robin. We are clear right now.
One.
A little drizzle this morning. Is that about right?
Yeah, we have a good amount of clouds out throughout parts of the north and central part of the state, which could produce a sprinkle or two, drizzle activity. Those chances will be with us as we go throughout the morning hours. Otherwise, it is warm outside. 66 here in the metro, very light winds, and most of the state will be hanging out in the 60s, a few upper 50s. Right now, 59 Stillwater, 59 Southall, 57 down in Ardmore. Closer to the metro, we've got those upper 50s off to the west. Everyone else is in the low to even mid-60s. 67 right now in Edmond. As we go hour by hour this morning, those upper 60s turn into mid-80s by lunch hour, and then eventually we're pushing the upper 80s by this afternoon. It is going to be a hot day. Could we see our first 90-degree day? I'll let you know in that full 9-day forecast coming up here in just a bit.
And roll C. And roll A.
Coming up at 5, new research shows states with stricter gun laws have fewer kids being shot and killed. We'll tell you about that. But first, firefighters from across the country came to Oklahoma to train for active shooter situations.
Roll A. White sound change.
There's no other explanation but go.
I could have come back.
There's no other way that I could have came back.
My cue.
An Alabama boy is being called a miracle after suffering severe brain trauma.
And roll the brake. And fade this.
News 9 this morning is brought to you in part by
D. And roll D. And take you. Semi-C or
All new
semi-3.
this morning, Colorado State University says anyone uncomfortable with an inclusive academic environment should stay clear of their campus. This comes after 2 Native American teenagers say they were reported to police because of their race while on a tour of the campus. A mother on the tour called campus police after Thomas and Lloyd Gray joined the group late. She said they were wearing strange clothing and made her, quote, feel sick.
Roby sound and white. Do you have anything? Semi-Mike. I think they're Hispanic, I believe.
Are they white males? I think they're Hispanic, I believe.
Mike
The two were
semi-A
released
for
after showing
51.
email confirmation for the
Rolling
tour.
white. Can
A police department in Michigan trolled their community with a Facebook post about changing their text
and just put them in
on
all
their
the
cruiser
monitors,
from police to
we're going to
Popo.
definitely see the
The
other
Bath
rest of
Township
these.
Police Department
Semi-B,
says
semi-the
this
jib.
picture is just a joke in an attempt to connect with kids in their community. Popo is a slang. For those of you who don't know, it's a slang term used for police
Ropey,
officers.
start to move the zone.
Firefighters from around the
Go ahead
country
and
joined
show
Oklahoma Fire
Grant,
Crews to
semi-April
train for
sound.
all types of emergency situations, including active
Roll A
shooters.
sound and dissolve.
Right here, attention! I need another tourniquet!
Mike Q,
Part of yesterday's training
firefighters.
involved teaching crews and rescue people during active shooter situations. Firefighters practiced having to save lives in high-stress environments while officers shot at them with simulated rounds. Firefighters say the training is especially useful considering an active shooter situation.
Get the column out behind his head.
Anywhere.
And roll C. Roll A, animate.
An Alabama boy is being
Stand
called
by
a
B, full
miracle
sound.
after suffering severe brain trauma from a dune buggy accident.
Roll B, sound, and take you, animate
And
Trenton.
flipped, and I hit the
Lose it.
concrete
Some of the mic.
and the trailer
I
landed
don't
on
remember
top of my
anything.
head. After that, I don't remember anything.
Mike Q, animate
After
team
the accident,
call.
Trenton spent several days in a coma, barely breathing, and was pronounced brain dead by doctors. His parents had already signed
Forget the quad
papers
next.
to donate his organs, but just before doctors pulled the plug, Trenton started
Quickly,
coming
3.
back. The boy says
Ready,
he
3.
believes he was in heaven.
Such move, take.
As warmer temperatures
Semi-A.
and summer vacation sends us out into the sun, dermatologists want to bring attention to skin cancer, the most common cancer in the U.S.
Rolling, sound,
Melanoma is
or
the
not
deadliest
sound, sorry,
form, but
yeah.
doctors say it is preventable
Why did it
and
change to
treatable
B?
if caught early. Nearly 90%
Semi-B.
are thought to be caused by exposure to UV light from indoor tanning and the
Roll
sun.
B, wipe change.
More teens are choosing sugar-sweetened sport
Weather's
drinks. A
next,
study
C2
in
box.
pediatrics looked at 2 groups of high school students from 2010 and 2015 and found as they drank less soda, more and more consumed sports drinks each week. Researchers say sports drinks add unnecessary calories to a child's diet, that the average child does not do enough physical activity to require their electrolytes to be replenished with a sports drink. I always choose water when I'm out, Ramen. I had to have some yesterday. We were on the sun. I was grilling for a little while, and I was out there for like an hour and realized I was getting a little dizzy and had to like go get some cold water real quick.
Yeah, it's either water or coffee for me.
All day long. Yeah.
Depending on right now, it's iced coffee. Can't do the hot coffee.
It's too warm.
It's too
warm
hot.
outside. Yeah,
Ready,
it's too
one.
hot outside. Go on.
Time to transition into the iced coffee. That's when you know we're talking hot temperatures outside. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. Hopefully you enjoyed the warm temperatures. You know, it was
Most
warm.
of her segues
it felt great
are.
outside, but the humidity was extremely low.
Robin
now,
will join the desk.
unfortunately,
We'll
things
come
are
at
going
the
to be
302
changing. We're
shot
still
for
going to
D-Division
be warming up and
158,
actually getting
provided it
hotter for the
survives.
week ahead. But we'll be also looking at the humidity increasing as well. Let's step outside right now. What are we seeing on radar? Well, we have a very weak disturbance. Really not a big deal, but you may see a sprinkle, maybe a little bit of drizzle activity outside this morning. That's moving in from the north and tracking to the southeast. So morning chances, we'll give it a drizzle, light rain, especially around Ponca City, Stillwater, just east of Oklahoma City and near Tulsa as well. Overall, though, it's going to be a mild morning. 66 degrees right now if you step outside. Low humidity, or humidity not too bad right now as winds are currently light and variable. Outside temperatures across the state, we are going to be looking at upper 60s for the most part. A few upper 50s. Right now, 59 in Stillwater, 57 checking in. Ardmore, 59. Durant. Closer to the metro, most of us, actually all of us across the metro are in the 60s right now. 60 Piedmont, 60 El Reno, 66 Edmond, and good morning Midwest City, you sit at 64. Hour by hour forecast today, again, a sprinkle around 8 a.m. Not going to be a big deal. You may see some drops of water on your windshield for your morning drive. Not going to cause any problems. Those clouds, they'll be exiting. As they'll exit, that'll diminish our chance for rain today. Lots of sunshine on tap. We quickly jump to 84 for your lunch hour temperature, and then pushing the upper 80s by this afternoon. If you're going to be outside, make sure to not forget that sunscreen. Very important, especially as we get into those summer months. That sun is going to be extremely hot, and unfortunately we are looking at the UV index going up as well. So something that we haven't seen yet here in Oklahoma City, at least, our first 90-degree day. On average, that happens around May 6th, so pretty seasonal. The last couple of years, last year happened March 20th, and then back in 2015, we didn't see 90 until June 4th. So on average, this is about the time of year that we see our first 90-degree day here in the metro, and we're going to flirt near that. Look at these highs throughout the week ahead. 88 today, 86 tomorrow, 88 again on Wednesday, 87 on Thursday. Would not be surprised if we did see our first 90-degree day for the week ahead. Plenty of chances to do so. Not only are we increasing that temperature, but that humidity is back. So humidity increasing, especially you'll notice on Tuesday, dew points above that 60-degree mark, and that's going to jump us back into the humid category again, especially on Tuesday, and then really increasing humidity on Thursday and Friday. So as we go hour by hour, again, a weak chance for a shower. Overall, lots of sunshine on tap for today. Stationary front finally gets some gas and lifts as a warm front by tomorrow evening. Watch the clock. 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, especially north and western parts of Oklahoma could see a shower or storm. Those chances continue tomorrow morning. Overall, tomorrow we'll quickly exit that front and we'll be drying things out. So warming up the forecast today, fire danger out west. Otherwise, it's all about that hot week ahead, feeling like summer, which means your fairway forecast. Plenty of sunshine, just a 20% chance of rain late in the day on Tuesday. Overall, great weather to be outside. Just make sure that you are putting that sunscreen on. That is so important, especially with your kids. I know a lot of kids are getting anxious for the pool grant, but you know, they got to remember sun and that safety with that. Sunscreen is a must.
I forgot for a little while yesterday, and I was wearing shorts and I was sitting in a chair.
Stand by D for 58.
Today. They're a little
Are
bit,
they?
They're
we'll
kind
go
of
to
the
break
color
off
your
the
dress,
full
actually. They hurt. Walking is not a lot of fun today. So a good reminder to wear that sunscreen because it is kind of new to us after all that winter.
I know. We're not used to it.
No. All right. Thanks,
Roddy.
Oklahoma Project Woman and News 9 are looking to fill Lacey Lowry's team for this year's breast cancer shootout with some very special survivors.
Stand by, Masters. Stand by the crossfade this
week. The last day to enter, just go to news9.com.
Crossfade. And
we'll be back in a moment.
Roll the brake, Master, and fade. All right.
Back together on News.
And Roldy, and take your semi-max.
Welcome back. Well, let's check into traffic here ahead of the 5 o'clock hour, taking a live look out of our Norman can there, folks.
Yeah, just get some shot. Just get a tight
drive times now.
What?
Everybody in the
not Robin, but the food.
The metro this morning.
Stand by C. Roll C. And roll I take sound. Animate the con on camera.
We'll give you some space, buddy.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Just sit there and relax.
Well, a Houston resident jumped into action to save a deer.
Is she going to do it before weather?
Over the weekend.
All right.
Montgomery County
Then
Lake
my
Patrol
3.
also helped
Once I
get
go to
that
the
young
9
deer
day,
back on the dry
we'll,
land. Little guy needed
whip
a
over and
month
get
to
two,
break
provided we
before
have
going
anyone
back to where he belongs.
And search me 3.
Just
dissolve.
get a little hot, taking the dip,
Send by
not too far.
2.
We've all been there.
We've all been
there
there
before. We've got some exciting stuff to talk about, though, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I want to first mention our partnership with the Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma. You can see these cans. That's what you're going to want to do. This week is an opportunity from May 7th, which is today, all the way till May 11th. The Regional Food Bank would like you to fill these bags that you're going to get in your mailbox with any canned goods that you
If you want to go
and they're going to be picking that up on Saturday.
And she does.
That is for, again, the Regional Food Bank for Feeding Hope and Letter Carriers Food Drive.
It's always a great cause for this time of year, especially as we talk about kids leaving school and kids who are food insecure that need something
so easy. Just
to eat during the summer.
Super
I'm going to go ahead and go to
and they'll pick it up on Saturday, and you're making a huge difference.
Super simple, super easy.
There we go. We like that.
We do.
They're making
Last
it as easy as you can to do
good.
it. Hey, we're going to make it easy
Stand
for
by
you
the
this
2
week.
box.
Just a slight chance of showers and storms on Tuesday, mainly Tuesday evening. Otherwise, it's hot this week.
Here we go.
It is. Lacey, what's coming up here at 5?
3, 2, 2, music.
We are on the scene with details
Slow
after an early morning pursuit and a search for the suspect.
Stand here.
Plus, we expect to learn more information on a deadly officer-involved shooting in Guthrie. Plus, Jed's forecast for your Monday.
Roll the break. And fade. Well done, guys. Clean show.
Hey! Show on